So I had a really nice day yesterday, and my friend dropped me off at the SkyTrain. And when I was waiting for my train, there was this woman. She was looking for help. She was asking people if they knew the train. Like, do you know the train? That's what she was asking, which was like, for some reason, that was the first thing I noticed, was the way that she was asking for help. Seemed off, I don't know, but she had someone on speakerphone, and she ended up asking this nice man who pulled up like a map to show her how to get where she said she was trying to go. And it was like 2 different switches from one line to another, and then a bus and walk and like a lot of steps. And the first step was just to get over to the other side, to catch the other line. And even that was confusing her. So I felt like I had to step in, and I tried to explain to her how to get to the other side. And she's like, I've been traveling for 50 years. I've never been lost. And I'm like, well, that's strange, because if you've been using public transit for 50 years, why don't you know how to get to the other side? It felt like she was having an episode, and it seemed like possibly dementia. So I was like, here, I'll take you to the other side. So I go with her to the other side with her son on speakerphone, and she's forgetting everything from like a minute ago. Every like minute or so, it was like, or she would reset and not know where she was going. But for some reason, she never forgot who I was, that I was there to help her, which is good, because if she had forgotten and then suddenly there's this person like following her, that might be a bit scary. Anyways, I got her to the other side, and I realized that I couldn't leave her. So I stayed with her and rode with her to what ended up just being like 8 stops, because he drove down to meet her to make it easier. I don't know the whole story, and I never will, but I stayed with her, and I got to keep her calm and reassure her every few minutes where we were. She would ask what train we were on, where we were going. She would pull out her phone and see the message from her son saying where he was, and she'd show it to me like it was brand new, like, oh, he's at this station and he's waiting for me. And she'd put it away, and then she'd be like, oh, he just messaged me, he's at this station, but it was the same message every time. We got to the station, I brought her down, and her granddaughter, who's like maybe in her 20s, ran up and was like, there she is, and took her away. And that was it. And I felt like she took a piece of me, because I love that lady. And then I went home. But today I found myself crying, thinking about the opportunity that I had to be someone's angel. For one, because that is a privilege and an honor. And then for 2, I thought about the fact that I have been her so many times. Growing up, there have been so many times that I have been alone and in danger, whether it was because I was drugged or beaten and left, blackout drunk, missing shoes, ID. Horrible situations where I had angels protect me and get me home safe. I have traveled the world young and naive and been stranded at like Kiev, Ukraine airport during a snowstorm with stray cats and dogs everywhere, like unable to keep my eyes open, so tired, and unable to read anything because everything is very different there. And strangers have found me and helped me and taught me important words that I needed to know, like water and help and bathroom. And it's so easy to forget, but it's so easy to remember all the horrible things. And those horrible things have almost like shaped my world. But so many more beautiful things have happened. than horrible things. So many more times have I had angels and been protected versus been attacked by predators. Like, predators versus angels, way more angels. And I just cried. So many of you are angels for me. I just feel so grateful. And I wanted to share that story. I hope that it helps you take a moment to think about any time that someone might have helped you, or at some time that a stranger might have helped you. It might be hard to remember because I just feel like it's so easy to forget. But if it happens in the near future, try to hold on to it. Try to store it somewhere that you can find it. Because it feels really good to remember. Have a nice day.